This tutorial will cover some basic technical components of D2L, including activating your course. This is very important, finding tools in D2L, and customizing your toolbar. We'll start with the most important part, activating your course. To do this, I'll show you how I activated my phonetics course for this winter. Just like last time, click on the link to enter the D2L site for your course, and then you'll go to the Course Settings button in the upper right portion of the screen. This takes you to a list of most of the tools that are available in D2L. First, we need to activate the course. Activating a course means that when the quarter begins, students will be able to see all of the information you've posted for them. If you don't activate your course, then students won't see anything, so activating your course is essential. One thing to note, though, students will not be able to see the course until the day before the term starts, unless you allow them to, as we'll see in a minute. To activate your course, select Course Offering Information. This takes you to a page with lots of templated information about your course. Included in this templated information are default dates for when students will be able to see the course. By default, the course start date is set to 9 p.m. on the evening before the first day of the quarter. Unless you change this date, that's when students will be able to see your course on D2L. Similarly, the course has a default end date. It's set for just before 9 p.m. on the first day of the next quarter. You do not have to change either of these defaults, but you might wish to make the course available earlier, especially if you want to distribute and assign readings that are due on the first day of class. This probably won't happen in most cases, but if you do want to extend the available dates for the course, this is where you would do so. But our main goal is to activate this course. So you'll note that this page has a checkbox marked Course is Active. By default, D2L courses arrive inactive. Therefore, you have to specifically activate each course each term you teach it. To do so, click in this checkbox. Now, this step brings us to a basic principle of working with D2L. You might think that your work is done once you've clicked the checkbox. But D2L requires you to click the Save button every time you make a change or a set of changes. Otherwise, D2L will not remember what you told it. So in this case, the Save button is easy to find. This is not always the case for some D2L screens. Click it, and your course should be fully activated. Next, I want to show you how to look at the tools that are available within D2L. To do this, go back into Course Settings. Scroll down to find the Tools link. Click on this link, and this page should show a large range of tools that are available in D2L. You'll notice that many of the tools on this list also show up on your menu bar at the top of your D2L course screen. For example, here's the Collaborate tool in my toolbar, and here it is on the list. Now, as it happens, I'm not going to use this tool for this particular class, and I don't want a tool cluttering up my toolbar if I'm not going to use it. So, I'm going to delete the Collaborate tool from my toolbar. First, I'll click in the checkbox next to the tool. You can see that the tool is currently listed as active. I'll click on the X button, and you'll see that the active column now shows the same red X. This seems promising that I have in fact disabled the tool. But I can't forget the key principle I mentioned a minute ago. Always choose Save if you want D2L to remember what you've chosen. It's best to look for the Saved Successfully text box at the bottom of the screen before moving on. Now, one thing to note is that although I have now disabled the Collaborate tool, it still shows up in my toolbar. That's actually just an illusion. Once we refresh this course in D2L, the Collaborate tool should no longer be visible. So I'll click on the D2L Home button to take me back out of my phonetics course, and then I will re-enter the phonetics course. Notice that the Collaborate option is no longer on my toolbar. If I want to get it back, I can always reactivate it from the tools under Course Settings. For now, I'd just like to show you which tools are listed and leave it to you to customize your course to fit your needs. So in the Tools list, you'll see quite a long list of potential tools. The specific functionality of each of these tools is beyond the scope of this tutorial, but the Office of Institutional Technology runs regular training sessions on D2L for those who want to know more. This tutorial has covered a few basic technical aspects of working with D2L. First, and most important, be sure to activate your course. Second, and also broadly applicable, remember to choose Save after you've made a change, or D2L will forget what you want. And lastly, you might like to spend some time with the D2L tools under Course Settings. Get to know them and see which tools might be beneficial for you and your specific course. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all the best with your course preparation.